All right, welcome back to the Buddy Show. We are prime time, coast to coast, border to border, coming to you once again from Jomtien Beach in the beautiful city of Pattaya. I'm thinking I'm going to call this Chiang Mai versus Pattaya, or Pattaya, or Pattaya, however you want to call it. It's Pattaya. That's how you say it in Thai. But the name doesn't matter. Chiang Mai was a lot more Thai than Pattaya is. Pattaya has a lot of foreigners, a lot of older foreigners, a lot of day drinking foreigners. I don't drink during the day, I drink at night. I don't see how these guys do it. I mean, I went to Central Pattaya, that's where my dentist is, and there's guys drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning, and by the looks of them, they've been there since much earlier. And just it's I had to go there. It was a sleeveless errand, a fruitless venture, because I wasn't able to get what I went there to get, which was personal property brought back to me from Chiang Mai from an alleged friend. I think if I say the word alleged, you'll get the picture. He ended up leaving it at a Burger King. Anyway, Chiang Mai is as I say, more Thai. I mean, I kind of miss the temples in Chiang Mai. You can't go anywhere. I mean, you'll have two temples on the same block. There's almost as many temples in Chiang Mai as there are 7-Elevens. And I moved here to go to the beach, and I remembered I don't really like the beach. I like the ocean. I loved living in Plymouth because to go downtown was to go next to the Atlantic Ocean. I was never a beach person in the past. I don't like hanging out in the pools. It's heat. It's hot here. I want to hang out in the heat. So I'm thinking it's still 10 months away, and something could happen. I could fall in love, God forbid, with a beautiful Thai woman. So it's 10 months away, so there's still a lot to think about. I'm seriously considering moving back to a different area of Chiang Mai, either right into the old city or maybe down south of the city, where my friend Walkabout Wayne lives. I just got back from the market here. There's no morning market, but it's a day market. So on the street I got some skewers with pork, and this is probably pork too, but it's patties. Those are 10 baht each. Good enough. South of the street. This is a meal. It's shrimp. I don't know if you can see the big shrimp in there. That was 50 baht, which is reasonable. And this is something. It's chicken. He's got gigantic red chili there. This is chicken something or other. I don't really know what the stuff is. I just eat it. The woman who sold me the chicken dish, which was only 30 baht, in plastic bag, told me spicy. So if she tells me it's spicy, I'm taking her word for it. That's right. I like it spicy. 30 baht, 50 baht. I already ate one of these. That was 10 baht each. So you can do the math. It's cheap enough. By the way, as a public service announcement, never put your sparkling water in the freezer because it freezes and loses some of its sparkle. Thailand, I don't know, not Thailand, but Chiang Mai, the people seem friendlier. There are a whole lot of Russians here. Nothing against Russians, but it's weird. I'm used to hearing the foreign language being Thai and not Russian. There were no real. I mean, there might have been some, but there was no noticeable Russian population in Chiang Mai. None of the signs were in Cyrillic. They were either in English or Thai, obviously. And there's not only a lot of signs in Cyrillic, but there's a restaurant down the road called Little Odessa or something like that, which I presume serves Russian food, which to me is borscht and things made of beets. But I know I'm oversimplifying it. I just never had Russian food. I did learn a few months of Russian in the 8th grade. Steve, if you're watching this, you'll certainly remember. You can remember more of the conversation than I can. I didn't do a tour yet, but I'll show you what. That's outside, so that's off my balcony. Yeah, so I love having a balcony just so I can go out into nature without having to go downstairs and go outside. Chiang Mai, I think, is a bigger city, but it doesn't seem like that. Going to central Pattaya, which I don't really want to do, particularly at night. I was actually ended up I got pissed off when I went out to meet that guy, because the guy, the Bolt driver, which is like a taxi, left me off in the wrong spot. I may have actually given him the wrong name in retrospect, but then I'm trying to find where the other guy is at, and I end up, first of all, I walk down this alley, and it's lined with ladyboys. Got nothing against them, it's just not what I'm into. It's weird hearing a beautiful woman speak with a rough voice. And then so from there I end up on Walking Street. I have never seen so many prostitutes, particularly thematic prostitutes. Here's a bar and they're all dressed like girls in the Navy. Here's a bar and they're all dressed like girls in Catholic school or something like that. And they're fairly insistent. I just Sawadee Cop, and I just walked right by. I'm not interested in paying for sex either. What else is new? New is I am a quarter of the way through my new book. I wrote 3 crime novels. That's the Mike, what's his name? Mike McShane. That's the Mike McShane story series. 3, it's a trilogy, and he ends up moving to Plymouth. I wrote all about Plymouth because I lived there for so long and I know it so well, and I love the town. This one is about a guy more my age. One of the comments my mentor gave to me was she thought that Mike, being in his 30s, early 40s, used phrases that I use, and I'm in my middle 60s. So the new character is William Fenimore Cooper. Named after the author, obviously, Bill Cooper, Coop, some of his friends call him, and he lives in Oakland, California. And I don't know Oakland well, but it doesn't matter. Mike started out in his second book, Mike McShane book, is set in Portland, Maine, which I don't know, I've never been to, but that's what research is about. So let me think. I can't think of anything else that's new. I'm going to be going to California to visit my daughter at some point next year. Next year I'm going to release all 3 of my Mike McShane books. 30 days apart is the plan, based on my mentor Pam's suggestion. It's going to be expensive because I'm going to have to hire an editor. First of all, I'm going to read all of them. I don't really want to. I wrote them. I mean, I know how the story ends. And it's not that I don't like my own writing. I think I'm a pretty good writer. But it's like, okay, I have more fun writing them than I do reading them. I'd rather read Robert Parker, except, he's dead. Or books like that. I'm reading a couple now. Blah, blah, blah. Getting a retirement visa was easy. Oh, there's a saying here, and the acronym is TIT, T-I-T. And it's often said with a shrug because something, goes wrong or something, and someone says, "This is Thailand." Yeah, it's the same thing everywhere. It was the same in Mexico and in Bali, but it's the same probably where you live when you're dealing with authority figures and bureaucracy. You got to deal with it. I just really wanted to get a video out because I haven't made a video in so long, and haven't heard from any of you in a while. And I have some new subscribers. Welcome. I heartily request that any of you watching that aren't already subscribed, that you do so, and gong the little bell to get a notification when I put out another video, which is obviously few and far between lately, because I've been busy writing. Well, that's my excuse anyway. I think that's it. I'm just going to cut this short, finish my formerly fizzy water, and probably eat a couple of these pork skewers, and then go sit in front of a blank screen and try to write something. Dean Wesley Smith would say, "Oh no, you can't say writing is work and writing is a job." You know, screw you, Dean. You were a jerk to me anyway, and you're wrong. Writing is hard, and it is a job, and it needs to be treated as a job. So shut up. Let's see. No, that's it. I can't think of anything else. I think I'm going to go to a Christmas party on Wednesday, which, speaking of coop, there's a... Oh, I know what I wanted to say. If you are interested in housing, in apartments, you want to look, in Chiang Mai, you want to watch my friend Walkabout Wayne. Wayne's an English guy. I met him one time. Really good guy that has a very good YouTube channel. And if you're interested in coming to here, Pattaya, particularly Jom Tien Beach, Cooper's Thai Adventure. That's my friend Coop, and I highly recommend both of those channels if you are interested in moving to Thailand, Chiang Mai, or Pattaya, or Jom Tien Beach. I don't really watch many YouTubers anymore, just because I'm not interested in that much. I mean, once I watched a lot of YouTube channels before I moved to Mexico, before I moved to Bali, before I moved to Thailand, before I moved, however, briefly to the Philippines. And then once I moved there, I have my life here and I can vlog myself. All right, I think that's it. We're going to cut it off here. You can do, and probably are, if you're in the United States, you're probably staying very frosty. It's hot here all the time. So that's it. Stay frosty.